Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living's Wednesday evening experience. Tonight, the first Wednesday of the month, is our Labyrinth walk. And so we're going to be walking a labyrinth together as a spiritual practice. If you've not participated in a labyrinth walk before, this is a phenomenal way of keeping yourself in the present moment and going within. The labyrinth is all about an inward journey. It's about starting at the outside edge and moving ourselves into the center of it, then spending a little time in that inward place, and then allowing ourselves to move back outward again. Labyrinths have been around for thousands of years. Ours is, we call it the vision labyrinth. It came through visioning to us, and it just seems to be the perfect name for it. We are the only permanent indoor labyrinth in Las Vegas, and so we're so excited to be able to share it with you tonight. So I'm going to take us through a little bit of a meditation, a little contemplation, and then we'll walk the labyrinth together. Those of you that are joining us online, you may want to download a finger labyrinth if you don't have a physical labyrinth right there with you. It's always a good thing to use the finger labyrinth because it simulates the same inward journey as physically walking the labyrinth does. But if you ever want to experience this labyrinth, we offer lots of different times where you can come and walk our labyrinth as a community or individually. So look us up online at CSLGLV.org, and we hope you join us. Come on in. We have people who are joining us as we start this evening, so just please make yourself comfortable, and we will continue on with this. As I was thinking about this, the topic for tonight is the power of now, and the staying in the present moment is absolutely essential to the practice of mindfulness. And so as we are looking at this idea of keeping ourselves in that present moment, not dwelling on the past, not worrying about the future, then we can keep ourselves centered because all of the answers are available to us in the present moment. We're not going to find the answers we seek in the past or in the future because the only thing that exists right now is this very present moment. And so one of the mindful meditations that is so beautiful to do in a labyrinth walk is a walking meditation. I love the way that the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh does his walking meditation, where he actually has you concentrate on every single movement of your foot as you're taking a step. He says that there are 6 distinct movements as you walk. And so I can't remember if I can get them in order, but you put your heel down first, and then your foot rolls forward, and then you lift up your heel and you come up on your toes, and then you kick out with the other foot, and then repeat that again, the heel, toe, lift, kick, and it goes on. But if you, as you're walking, slow yourself down so much that you can actually identify those individual steps that you are making as you're doing the walking meditation, it can be really a powerful thing. So this idea of staying in the present moment. As I said before, the past is all about things that have angered us, things that we need to forgive, things that we are sometimes ashamed of. Sometimes there's also the good things in the past, but our crazy little minds don't tend usually to dwell so much on the good things as they do the things that we regret from the past. And so when we're in those ruminating about those things that have happened before, we are stuck in that moment. We are not living in that present moment. And remember, mindfulness is being fully present in the moment, totally aware of what's going on without reacting to it. And if we're stuck in a negative pattern from the past, we're pretty much reacting to it. There's something going on. It's triggering something inside of us that makes us, again, feel angry or ashamed or hurt or resentful or whatever that thing is that particular incident triggered for us. So if we can keep ourselves out of that past, and again, keeping your focus on that footstep brings you back out of it. As soon as you realize, oh, wait a minute, my mind is going through that stuff that I have, just keeps repeating on fast forward in my mind there. If I can remember, oh yeah, I'm thinking something else, and I go back to what's happening with my foot, that instantly brings me back into the present moment without any judgment about the past. It just brings me right back to the present. Now I could go and say, okay, now, geez, Laura, what were you doing? Thinking about things in the past again. I could beat myself up about it, but if I keep that focus on the present moment and keep going back to what's happening with my foot as I make that step, then I don't really have room for me to be in judgment of the things that I was thinking about. The same thing happens when we're in the future. In the future is where fear and worry and anxiety live. Fear, worry, and anxiety. We don't often think about the future with, really good positive thoughts. It's the worries that come through. It's not that they aren't there, but boy, the predominant thoughts are going to be those ones that are triggering something in us again. And so, again, once I realize I'm having those thoughts that are not in the present moment, and I bring my awareness right back to the step of my foot, then I can bring myself out of that spin cycle of worry, anxiety, and fear, and come right back to that place of equanimity, that place of balance, that place where peace is, where all the answers are, where everything resides right in there. So we're going to do a labyrinth walk tonight, and as we do it, I invite you to try to keep your awareness on your footsteps as you're making each step. Generally, the labyrinth is a slow walk. It's not meant to be fast. We walk in, and we spend time in different places in different ways. So, for instance, you see as the mouth of the labyrinth is down here at this part. I know those of you that are online can't see it, but there's generally an opening at the bottom of a labyrinth. And so this is our mouth of our labyrinth. And as we come in, we're going to walk on the light-colored tile. The darker colored tile is what they call the wall, and that's just to keep you in place. Now, I'm a wide person, so sometimes my feet go on the brown, but that's okay. Just the way it is. So as you're walking, and you get to one of these curves where you're turning, where you're actually invited to turn around, this is a good place to pause and think, okay, what's here available for me? What's happening in my mind right now? Is there a question that I want to ask as I go through? And then I can turn and continue on my walk. Some people choose to do every single turn. Some people just do turns that are facing one direction. Like every time they get to a turn that's facing our platform up here, they might stop. Or every time you're facing the door, you might stop. Doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way to walk the labyrinth. As you're walking with other people, you will probably be walking at a pace that is different than theirs. That's okay too. Some people walk slower, more contemplatively. Some people need to move a little faster as they're going through here. If you come up upon someone who's walking a little slower than you want to, it is perfectly acceptable to step aside, walk around them, and then get back on your path. Just try to remember where your path is, because it's easy to get confused and go the wrong way. It's not even I shouldn't say the wrong way, it's just the opposite way. One way is going to take you in, one way is going to take you out. There's no way to get lost on the labyrinth. If you follow the path, you're either going to get to the center or you're going to get back out to the outside. Another thing I like to do is I like to set an intention when I'm walking the labyrinth. So I stop at the mouth before I enter it and set my intention. Maybe my intention for this one is to see if I can stay in the present moment for the majority of the walk. And then again, not reacting to it if I don't, because that's, it's easy for us to beat ourselves up. Well, it's easy for me to beat myself up. I don't know about anybody else, but it's easy for me to do that. And so we walk the path. Now, we get into the center here, and this is, like I said, a place of contemplation. You're welcome to spend as much time as you want here. Some people like to hit all the directions as they're walking here. So we face east this way, so this is east. And of course, this is south, thank you. And west is behind me, and north is over here. And so if you wanted to look at each direction and think about that, especially if you're into more of the earth-based traditions, the directions are really important. If you feel somebody coming behind you and you think, ooh, maybe I should go faster, or maybe I should move out of the way, I encourage you to keep walking just the way you are and let them deal with their own journey. Everybody's on their own path here. I'm a people pleaser. I like to make sure everybody's happy, so I have a tendency to step aside and let people go around. It doesn't serve me to do that. It doesn't serve the other person. Let each person take care of themselves as they're walking this journey. So on your clipboards here that you have, there's a couple of questions here. I designed these for after the journal, after the walk, but if you wanted to take it with you and journal while you're in there. On the other side of your paper is a finger labyrinth. As I said to the people who are joining us online, finger labyrinths are a great way to also spend some time in contemplation here. And so if you're not quite ready to walk the physical labyrinth here, and you'd like to walk the finger labyrinth, you just trace the path with your finger. And again, slow and purposeful is generally a little more effective than really quick and fast. So, but use it as you wish to. You can also take it home with you and use it as a finger labyrinth at home. So, do we have any questions here? Everybody okay? All right, so Joe's going to play some beautiful music. We're going to turn the lights down. We have a beautiful blue glow. We always have the center circle lit up with our light here. And, maybe it's pinky purple tonight. We'll see what it gets to here. Joe, anyway, like I said, Joe will turn the lights down, play some beautiful music. When you are ready, after I'm going to lead you into a little contemplation. And then when you're ready, you're welcome to get up and move to the mouth and begin your walk. The walk generally takes about 15 or 20 minutes. It all depends on how long you spend pausing as you're going through each section. When you are finished, you're welcome to come back to your seat and spend some more time in contemplation. Journal about it if you'd like, or you may leave. Either way, we won't have a hard close for this experience here tonight. So whatever works for you. If you want to stay, you're welcome to stay. We'll be here until at least 8 o'clock. And if you're ready to leave, then you're welcome to do that too. If you do leave, we do have some cookies and coffee in the lobby, so you're welcome to that too. All right, let's go into a little contemplation then. And as I said, when you feel called, you just go ahead and get up and begin your labyrinth walk. All right, so I just invite you to just bring your awareness to your breath. During this time, you'd like to close your eyes, that's perfectly good. If you want to keep them open, that's all right too. And just feel what's happening in your body as you breathe. Notice the inhalations and the exhalations and the movement of your torso. The rise and fall of your abdomen. See if you can feel that breath moving to your extremities. Down your legs, into your toes, down your arms, into your fingers. Maybe visualize it going to the tips of your hair. Tonight is all about staying in the present moment. Staying with the perfection that is available when we are in the now. We do this by focusing our awareness on something that reminds us to stay present. As I described earlier, it could be your footstep, every movement of your foot as you walk. It could be your breath moving in and out. You may choose to use a word or a mantra, repeating that and keeping yourself fully present on those repetitions of the word or the sound. You choose what works for you. It is the nature of our mind to wander, to go back to things that have already happened, or try to predict what will happen. It's just the way we're designed. But all power lies in the present moment, in the perfect now. And so each time we recognize that our mind has wandered, to simply redirect it back to that object of your attention, your focus, your footstep, your breath, your mantra. So just sit here for a few moments, allowing yourself to be centered and grounded and staying in the present moment. And when you feel ready, please stand up and go to the mouth of the labyrinth and enter it for your inward journey.